Are we going to see financial shock and awe from Trump? By www.options-trading-education.com. According to Reuters, the Dow hits a record high as financial stocks rise. A new administration is in the wings and massive infrastructure improvements are promised. Are we going to see financial shock and awe from Trump? The Dow Jones Industrial average opened at a record high on Monday, driven by financial stocks after the index capped off its best week since 2011 following Donald Trump's unexpected victory in the U.S. presidential election. Since Trump's triumph last Tuesday, investors have been betting on his campaign promises to simplify regulation in the health and financial sectors and boost spending on infrastructure. The financial index rose 2.18% to its highest level since 2008. Goldman Sachs and JPMorgan provided the biggest boost to both the S&P 500 and the Dow. Meanwhile, yields on 10-year U.S. Treasuries rose on the prospect of rapid inflation and much higher interest rates. A contrarian view to the current market rally is that the bond market could sooner or later bring the Trump market rally to a halt. But for now, what kind of money are we talking about for infrastructure improvements? U.S. Infrastructure Report Card. The American Society of Civil Engineers, ASCE, issues an American Infrastructure Report Card updated every 4 years. The most recent is from 2013. It would appear that the USA is not getting very good grades. The 2013 report card grades show we have a significant backlog of overdue maintenance across our infrastructure systems, a pressing need for modernization, and an immense opportunity to create reliable long-term funding. But they also show that we can improve the current condition of our nation's infrastructure. When investments are made and projects move forward, the grades rise. The average across all areas from energy to wastewater to road, bridges, and hospitals is a D+. As of 2013, the ASCE said that $3.6 trillion was needed to bring American infrastructure up to acceptable levels, which would be a B by their grading system. How much economic stimulus do you get for $3.6 trillion? Forbes looked at Trump's proposals during the election campaign. They considered how much spending would likely increase and how much tax revenue would fall due to the policies that he wants to implement. They say that by itself, Trump's tax plan would increase the deficit by $5.3 trillion. We have dueling versions of what Donald Trump's suggested tax plan will do to the American economy. One is that it would simply blow out the deficit to no very good effect. Another is that it will substantially raise economic growth and wages. The real underlying point here should not be that, of course, economists don't know what they're talking about. Instead, we should be aware of the difference between a static and dynamic analysis. And Trump's plan looks much, much better under a dynamic one, just as Hillary's looks better under a static one. Then you can add $43.6 trillion to fix infrastructure, and you have a shock and awe attack on the U.S. deficit, which is currently in the $20 trillion range. But if his proposals increase jobs and wages and taxes, which is the hope of this policy, we might have positive shock and awe for the American economy. For more insights and useful information about trading options, visit www.options-trading-education.com.